This is a letter to someone I do not know. Um, and I hope I can stay on task with what I want to say. Because I proved to myself in the last video that I did not post. That I like to ramble. So here we go. The other day I was on Twitter, and Twitter is a wonderful place. And I've actually met people. Uh, you follow them, they follow you, kind of thing. Although I think it might have been the other way around. But the other day, she posted like she'd taken her name off and she had turned her whole profile and everything black, and she put on there something like somebody give me a reason why not to kill myself. And I'm not on Twitter all the time, and I didn't see it until later. And I actually didn't see it. She had posted a secondary one that said, "Well, nobody said anything, so I guess that answers my question." And I was honestly so worried. And I don't. The saying around here goes, "I don't know this person from Adam." I I don't know anything about her. I thought I ran into her. Otherwise, it was a damn near good doppelganger from around here. But the chances of that are so slim that I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything to that person I met. You know. So anyway, what I wanted to say was, I honestly don't know if. Well, that's immaterial. Never mind. Let me skip that idea. What I wanted to say was, hang in there. The beginning of my week was trash. Absolute garbage. My parents have been helping me out with stuff, and they decided over the weekend to stop. And yes, look at me, I'm an adult. I should be able to take care of myself fully and sufficiently, and I can't. And that's all there is to it. Maybe not that I can't, because maybe I can now, just that I had not been. Maybe, as my stepmother said, I had been leaning a little too much. And so I'm looking at the possibility that I'm not going to have a car. Well, I have a car, but that I'm not going to have insurance for it. And around here, you have to have insurance if you want to drive your car. I got caught out on it before, and the officer was nice enough to say, "Hey, I'm just going to warn you this time, but if you get caught doing this again, it can be a year in jail." And since I am a single mom of a very scary child, I am not going to do that. So, not. I don't care. It's a 45-minute walk from here to work, and I can do it. It sucks ass, but I can do it because over time and over everything, I have forgotten that there is a wild animal inside. And so I need to learn to fight it. To fight for what I have. To fight for what I want to have. But that's not what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say was I was struggling with that. And then on Monday I went to the vet's office. I have a little dog. I don't have any pictures back here of her. I have a little dog. She is Chihuahua and something. She's adorable. And she has seizures. So I grew up with a brother who has seizures. I've actually had 3 of them myself, so I know what they're like, and I know, that the medication is important. And I went to go get her a refill of her medication, and they were like, well, she needs to have these blood tests done and everything. And I thought on my paperwork here it said her next blood tests and everything were not due until June. And they're like, oh, well. And I kind of chickened out. Because it was the only way to not cry standing at the vet's office desk. I said, well, I need to call you back, because I don't know my schedule off the top of my head, and I will, figure something out. I'll call you back. But I did say, well, how much is the stuff? And they said, well, it's like $106, I think they quoted me. And I am, as I said, a single mom who can't afford everything. I don't have $100. I don't. And I tore up. I got home, I cried. I curled up on the bed and I cried myself to sleep with my dog curled up beside me. And I told my daughter, I says, I don't know. I messaged a friend on Facebook and I said, hey, because I had gotten the dog originally from her. See, I'm still tearing up about it. Just the idea. I had messaged a friend of mine over Facebook. I got the dog from her mom, and I was like, "Can I have your mom's phone number? Because I'm a fool. I have been dumb thinking that I can afford a dog. I have been dumb thinking that I could take care of anyone else, and I'm a single mom. I've got one darling child." A dog, 2 cats, and a bird. And at the lowest point, I was like, I'm done. I'll give the dog back. I'll let the bird free because he is a wild animal. He's just injured. He's here for rehab. That's him in the background. He knows I'm talking about him. And I'll just take the cats to the shelter, and I can't take care of other people. I'm not supposed to be around other people. What is wrong with me? There's something wrong with me. And so I had an absolutely terrible day. When my kid came home from school, I was crying. I was just terrible. But I had a phone number, and I have a policy not to do, unless it's life or death, not to do anything when I am totally in tears. When I talk to people, I want to be able to hold my voice and actually act like an adult and not be like, I'm sorry, I can't talk. So I didn't call her that day. And I talked to my mom. My mom called to check on me, and she's like, oh God, if I had the $100, I'd send it to you. You know I would. It's like, yeah, I know. And I was fighting with my parents. That's my dad and my stepmother. And I wasn't even going to call them and ask. I was like, fuck it. Pardon my language. Forget it. I'm not going to call and ask. They're mad at me. Whatever. And I didn't, but my mom suggested call them back and ask them, can they help? And so I did. I called back and I said, is there some way we can do this? I can't afford it right now, but I do get paid next Friday. Can I make an appointment for next Friday? Can I get the extra pills that I need just to make it to that point? They're like, yes, but no further than that. You can't let that wait any longer than that. I was like, yes, thank you, God, so much. But I went from 0. I went to probably not zero. Like, I think Sunday I ate one or two things. Monday I might have eaten a little bit of food, and as you can see, I'm not a smaller person. I was just like, I don't eat, and I'm still, my appetite is not back either. I just, it gets to supper time, and I'm just like, well, I don't know. I'll have a sandwich, and it sucks because my daughter's like, Mom, we need to eat, and I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. I'm coming. And I'm not entirely back to myself either, as you can see. If I was back to myself, I wouldn't cry. Uh the idea of the idea of losing that little shit in the other room. Um she's an absolute doll, but she'll drive you up the wall. Uh and Facing down my child, to tell her, hey, I think we have to, give the dog back to her old owners. I thought she was gonna say, I hate you, I thought she was gonna storm in the other room and, yeah, 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 you're ruining my life, like a teenager, would do. And she didn't. She really didn't. She went in the other room and she blamed herself. She was like, I was gonna go get a job and I could have helped, and I felt like the worst person, and I was worthless. And I called myself such. I said, it just, maybe everybody's right. Maybe I am just here and I'm screwing everything up the entire time. And my child, she yelled at me. She said, stop talking about yourself that way. It's not true. It's not true. Where's my mom that always has hope? Always has everything together. That's the person that she needs to be right now. And she like came and she hugged me and she said, we'll figure something out. So I went from an absolute low point to looking around and going, the dog's here and she loves me, and I say it's my dog, but my daughter is my dog's person. Because the dog loves her. She just adores my daughter. But, like, she wants me to put her out. She wants to sleep with me at night. And so it's just kind of, like, odd the way our life has created itself. But, don't look at me. I look terrible with my glasses off. I have no facial features. So anyway, but I wanted to extend to this person out there that sometimes days suck, and sometimes it feels like you've failed everybody. There was something she had actually tweeted to, that she had failed people around her, that she, idols that she has, and people she looks up to, and I had replied with, it doesn't matter. That stuff is bullshit. It doesn't matter what any of those people think of you. Your idols, your heroes, they're just, and you see them and you try to say, yes, I'll be that way. Yes, I'll be that way. I'll do it. And part of us is like, oh, I'm doing it for you, so that when we fail, we can say, well, I failed you. And I said, that's bullshit. Don't stop. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter you failed. It doesn't matter that you didn't live up to anybody else's expectations. Live up to your expectations. Don't fail yourself. Don't fail yourself. That's the one you need to make sure you're doing. See, that's what I was doing. The point when my child yelled at me, I realized I was failing myself. It doesn't matter if I'm failing anyone else's expectations. It doesn't matter if everybody else thinks I'm bullshit. I won't fail myself. I will do the most I can do every day. And when you have a bad day, sometimes the most you can do is wake up. And if that is actually the most you can do is just wake up. You can't get out of bed. You can't really move about, wake up. Like here, I wake up, I let the dog out, she gets her medication in the morning. I check everybody's food and water and make sure by that time usually the bird is yelling at me. First, to make sure I'm still there, and secondly, to be like, hey man, I need this. Because he likes to dump all his water onto the floor of his cage. So anyway, I can't fail myself. And that's when you have a bad day, that's what you need to do. Don't fail yourself. Don't fail the people that never mind. Don't worry about people. It doesn't matter what they think of you. It doesn't matter that what anybody else thinks of you. Don't fail yourself. Don't fail yourself. Make sure that you are being the best you can do. Okay? Do the best you can do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It doesn't matter if they're doing better than you, if their lives are prettier, if they have more money in the bank, if they have a luxury house, everything is in its place and everything has a place. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are doing the best you can do. What matters is you are trying your best to be who you are. It doesn't matter who your heroes are. It doesn't matter who you do, what you do. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do for fun, your likes, your dislikes, whether anybody approves of them, or you are the only one on your block that still does it. It doesn't matter if you're the only one in the world. Nobody understands what you're doing, why you're doing it. I get that reaction when people find out that I'm learning Japanese. Nobody knows why, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they think, because what matters is that I have a reason to, and it's enough of a reason to me to actually do it. So, that's all there needs to be. That's all there needs to be. And I'm the one who gets me to do it. So if I fail at doing it, I'm the one failing. Not a class, not college, not your high school. I'm failing myself. I've decided to do it on my own time and on my own terms. If I don't do it, I've failed me. That's the one person I don't want to fail. And there's a secret to know there too. If you don't fail yourself, if you really say to yourself, I'm not gonna fail me, people will understand. People will understand. They'll say, hey, she's doing the best she can. Hey, she's doing great. Look at that. And you know what? The biggest thing, if I fail me, I'm not happy. But if I don't fail me, I don't care who else you're failing. I don't care if your parents are like, oh, you need to do this, you need a better job. I don't fail me. I'm happy. And the only one who can make me happy is me. I can get enjoyment from watching TV and movies and watching YouTube or whatever. That's great. But if I'm failing me, I don't care. I don't want to watch any of it. Don't fail yourself. When you fail you, all those things that brighten your day, they turn to gray. It doesn't matter what music you want to listen to. It doesn't matter how cute your dog is and how much they're like, oh, mommy, I know you feel bad. Stop feeling bad. It doesn't matter. You are the one who can make you happy. And you are the one who can make sure that you're happy. No one else. No one else knows your path like you do. No one else knows. The biggest things in my life that I have had the biggest problems with, that are still freaking headaches, is when I listen to other people. When I listen to them go do this, and then I turn around and I hate myself, and then they turn around and hate me for it, and then it all tears apart. Yet if I would just listen to myself, I'm happy. I don't have a lot of money between weeks, and I don't have a lot of things that I can do. I don't get to go on vacations. I don't get to go cruising the country or go shopping, and I don't it doesn't matter. I'm happy. I'm happy here because I'm happy with me. So, to that person that I don't know, this is for you. May you please find a way to be happy with you. May you have a way to find that one light in the darkness, the one shining beam of sunshine, and you're just gonna sit and bask in that one thing until you see it light up other things around you, until you see the one thing, that one thing that you were basking in, that light came from you. It comes from you. You don't like things, you don't like people because, oh, look at that shining example of a human being. You like them because you see them doing good. You see a mirror on yourself. You see the light shining, but it's from you. So I hope you may never watch this, and that's fine. But I hope if you do, that you keep yourself going. And to anyone else out there that I don't know, and anyone else out there that watches this that I do know, keep going. Other people don't have to know. Other people don't have to know absolutely everything that's going on in your life. They don't have to know every nook and cranny or every dark spot. But sometimes they can't help. And sometimes it's not a thing they can do physically. It's just a word they say. It's just a picture they post. Just like a post can make a person worry, a post can make a person's day. And for anyone out there that was worrying about her, she has since resurfaced, gone back to her usual set of posts, which I appreciate. Maybe I'm just too much of a mom, but I hope she's okay. And anybody else out there who has bad days, yeah, we're gonna have bad days. And as long as you don't let the bad days be the days you concentrate on, that you don't let the bad things in your life be the things you remember. Don't. Because life is terrible sometimes. It's absolute crap sometimes. But don't let it stop you. You know? The sun shines out there all the time. But it's not shining. Okay, I'm gonna say this. It's not shining because of you. But it is shining to reach you. You are a creature that needs that sunshine. And I hope you remain in the sunshine. And I hope by seeing the light from other people, maybe you could find your own. Because I hope that's for myself too. So I'm not perfect either. But just do the best you can. So, thanks guys for listening. I tried not to ramble. I know my explanations get long. I am a wordy person. I apologize. So, have a good day, everyone. Keep yourselves up. Be your own sons for a little while.